How's it going, guys? My name is Ishaan, and in this video I'm going to be breaking down Senseonics' full technical analysis and price target, and along with that some cool new interesting facts that I just learned about that you guys should know as well. With that being said, if you appreciate these short and value-packed videos, make sure to drop a quick sub and let's clock in. So as I mentioned in my last video, I was going to load up, and today I only bought 100 shares. I know, not a lot. I didn't really load up. I bought right away early morning when the stock was quite high, and I was kind of waiting to see how the stock would play out and if it would pull back. And in fact, as I break down in the technicals today, some super bullish things happened today which makes me want to load up even more tomorrow. Now, even today, after this 20+% move we had here today, I still believe the company is drastically undervalued. As we discussed in the last video, their product simply is much better than Dexcom's or any of their competitors. And sure, while their CGM device does require a few calibrations a day, as we'll actually discuss and take a look at in just a little bit, that is actually not that big of a problem. I just want to talk about a really interesting comment left to us by Robert. He says that Dexcom doesn't discuss that you have to calibrate as well, but he personally does calibrate once or twice a day and it's not a big deal. But basically, Dexcom makes it sound like you never have to stick your finger ever, and this is actually false. And we can actually fact check that, and that is correct. So Dexcom says that you don't have to, but if you do calibrate it, it can make the Dexcom G6 reading more accurate, and it also should bring the G6 readings closer to the meter values. So guys, this is actually a big thing. Even I commented and let you guys know that in fact Senseonics Eversense does require the calibration twice a day, and that's the one con. But it seems like from Robert's comment, who's an actual user as well, that Dexcom also does require some sort of calibration. While you don't have to take it, it can make it more accurate, and I really believe that it really shows that the Eversense CGM is so underrated and has so much potential. The lifespan of the sensor is much more than Dexcom's. The fact that Dexcom also requires some sort of calibration almost makes it equal with Eversense's product in that aspect. And as we know, with future iterations of the Eversense CGM, that will require 1 to no calibrations a day. So I think this is big, guys. Today, sitting at a $2 billion market cap, this company is not even worth a tenth of Dexcom, and their technology is far more advanced, far more efficient. Sensor lifespan is so much longer, and so I really believe the company is undervalued. And if you guys want a much deeper analysis into the company, I highly recommend you go check out my last video. I did extreme due diligence and research into the company, so I highly recommend you check out that video if you want a much deeper analysis into it. Alright, so jumping into the technicals on the 6-month chart, we can see that the stock has popped up to about 5.3, and I called it, guys. I told you guys how on Friday last week the stock formed a symmetrical triangle, and in fact was breaking out of it on Friday. It was breaking out of the symmetrical triangle right over here, and that is exactly what happened today. It squeezed higher and the stock pushed even higher. In fact, if I actually go to the 5-year chart, I even told you guys in that video that if Senseonics squeezed higher, this stock could probably hit this $5 level or even higher. And in fact, today what we saw is extremely bullish. As you can see, the stock was initially popped up above 5, but as you can see during the rest of the day, it was getting resistance at this $5 level. It was getting resistance, unable to break at this 510 level. But look what happened now at the end of day, and this is super bullish. It broke above the resistance, and when it pulled back, it turned that previous resistance into support. And I can't even tell you guys how big it is, because this $5 level is a massive resistance. Any of these whole number levels are usually pretty big resistance levels, and in fact it was a previous huge resistance as we just saw. And guys, if the momentum can keep going, which I really think it can, I really believe the stock can 100x, guys, actually 100x, and I explained it fully in my last video. So I really think this company is still super undervalued and has a lot more upside. As for my price target, real quick, if the stock can stay above $5, well, I mean, it already made all-time highs today. I think it can continue to run, and we see $10 very soon. However, if we do break $5, then the stock could potentially pull back to this 476 level where it found support actually today right over here. It made a support here. If it breaks 476, then it's possible the stock pulls back to 436 on a much larger correction where it turns the resistance here into support. And we also got massive buying volume stepping up today, and that's exactly what I told told you guys needed to happen. I even talked about how we got a MACD cross right over here and the stock pushed up in an uptrend just like I predicted. We are somewhat overbought, but I really believe the momentum can continue. And with that being said, guys, make sure to like, subscribe, and check out the Gen Z Trader Academy link down below if you want to learn technical analysis, support the channel, and take your trading to the next level and become more profitable. With that being said, do all that good stuff, and I'll see you guys next time. Take it easy, clocking out for now. Peace.